Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Khalil the Howell Sports World both YouTube channel and Facebook. Welcome to a special Halloween edition of the Khalil the Howell Sports World YouTube channel and Facebook page. And there's a lot of things I need to address for sure. So, show goes on talking about. I know Halloween. Talking about. I know it's Halloween already. I know it's really good. Just stay safe out there. Everyone go trick or treating, get as much candy as they can, and Halloween parties and really stuff. I'm gonna talk about the college football top 25 playoff rankings. I will also be discussing Lauletta, the NFL, the Giants rookie quarterback being arrested. Also going to get into DRC Dominique Rodgers Cromartie, who retired. I'm gonna talk about how it was being reinstated, and that's a bad idea as well. It's really good. It's really fun to watch. But I do want to start things off in there. The number one, Clemson, LSU, Notre Dame, Michigan, Georgia, Oklahoma, Washington State, Ohio State, Florida, UCF, West Virginia, Penn State, Utah, Iowa College, Fresno State, Iowa State, and UVA. Those agents are your top 25 college football playoff rankings. And it's going to change for so being LSU though, because they're going to retain they're top they're on top of the food chain. We all know that. You got Penn State and Michigan. That's going to be a good one. Where you're going to have, I mean, my vote is going to be Michigan putting a being on Penn State. That's who I got. Then I got Georgia taking on Kentucky. I think Georgia's going to pull this off. I think they will. Yes, it's going to be a good matchup right there. And then you got West Virginia. That is, I think in LSU can probably move up to number two. That is, and they get there because I think basically a certain chance of them. I think there's a certain chance that my picks to make it to the college football playoffs would have to be Bama, Clemson, LSU, Penn State. You could have, well, I know Michigan and Notre Dame are in there. You could have Clemson, Oklahoma. You could have Texas, Boston College, and UVA. UVA, they're the favorites as well. So really, those right there, ladies, are my favorites to make it to the college football playoffs. And I think it's gonna be a tough battle right there. And LSU could make as well. I mean, LSU they have to take on Bama. Look, LSU they may be the team that Bama they're a team to beat, and LSU that big rival they might hand Bama their first loss. But Bama, they're gonna knock out LSU. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna be a brutal. It's gonna be a bloodbath. So physical. It's diabolical. And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be really good. So don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on Bama taking on LSU. That's coming Saturday. It's gonna be epic. Don't miss out on Penn State taking on Michigan. Kentucky taking on Georgia. And the college football playoffs are stacked. And I know it's going to be high octane though, so it's going to be really amazing to see how these teams are going to do. So I'm looking forward to the college football playoffs and who goes. I know Bama's on top right now, but Bama they're going to stay undefeated for as long as they please. And I got to tell you, there's no doubt about that. I know for sure Bama's going to at least put a being in LSU and move on and take over everyone else. So the streak's going to be tagged whether everyone likes it or not. I'll tell you that. Now, moving on to another topic that is, well, this past Tuesday, excuse me, yesterday, that is, Lauletta, the rookie Giants quarterback, he was arrested after nearly running over a cop. And after nearly running over a cop, this happened yesterday, that is. Now, he was charged with various motor vehicle offenses related to disorderly persons offenses. He tried to make a right turn from the wrong lane in his 2017 Jaguar to get to Route 495 West. He was told to go straight. He nearly struck a police officer while making the wrong turn and refused following instructions, and didn't obey traffic rules after he was stopped by another officer at the end of the on ramp. Lauletta was charged with eluding police, obstructing the law, resisting arrest, reckless driving, disregarding the officer's directions, made improper turn in the marked lane, and failed to remain in the marked lanes. Weekhawken Police said the same car, the 2017 Jaguar that is, was involved in a similar incident this past Monday at the same location that is, for which summonses were laid out or issued by mail due to the vehicle not being stopped at the scene. So by tomorrow or this week, that is, Lauletta, the rookie quarterback of the G-Men, he's going to be released. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not sure when the court date is, and I don't have an announced date on that. So I'll keep everyone posted on that for sure. So I don't know when his court date is, and he's likely to be released sometime soon, though, probably this week. So you never know how it's going to turn out. Just never know for sure. So I'm hopefully something. I hope the G-Men, they can just get their acts together, because G-Men, they're a disaster. I mean, they're 1-7. They're dead last, and they're just not doing any good. So I'm not sure how they're going to do. They're not going to be playing the Week 9 this week. I can tell you that right now. They won't. The G-Men, they got to step it up. They really need to step it up something. That's what they got to do. Plus, you got, another thing I do want to talk about is the fact that, the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 China, now Kobe Bryant, he's going to be the global ambassador of FIBA Basketball World Cup. That is, so it's going to be pretty incredible. And Team USA is going all the way. That's who I got right there. USA Basketball, they're going to take over. That's how it's going to be right there. Now, moving on to another topic, though, that DRC Dominique Rodgers Cromartie, he is retired from the NFL for good. So he's had a tremendous career. He's done a whole lot to get where he's at. So that's the wise decision that he's ever made. And Eli Manning may do the same thing as well, because Eli Manning, he's too much some turnover machine anyway. So you never know how it's going to turn out. Now, another topic that I do want to point out on is the fact that yesterday, this cancer that Maryland's had to deal with is the fact, and this cancer, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that DJ Durkin has been reinstated as Maryland football coach. Look, McNair's dad, who's Marty McNair, said that he feels punched in the stomach and he feels spat on. And his mother, Holly, says that don't get justice for his son, but obviously didn't get it, that is. So basically, it sort of turns out that, Jordan McNair, he died of a heat stroke back in June, that is, and he collapsed in practice. And the medical staff at Maryland didn't give him the sort of proper care that Jordan McNair needed due to his death toll. And the fact that the Board of Regents, that is, and the president, though, by the name of Wallace Lowe, that is, he was on an ultimatum, and he was told that if you fire DJ Durkin, we had no choice but to fire you. So basically, that right there is, look, it's the worst decision that's ever happened. I can say that right now. Because unfortunately, starting tomorrow, that is, there's going to be a rally. The student board, the Maryland student board, the student body that is, teammates, and, the teammate, there was a players only meeting for the Maryland football players, and the Maryland football players, they walked out. Five of them, they walked out for sure. And they're in disarray right now. McNair's family members are in disarray. Teammates are in disarray. Terps fans in disarray. I'm telling you right now, it is the worst decision that's ever been made. So the real question you're going to ask yourselves exactly: where does Maryland football go from here? And how can they recover from this? I'm sorry. McNair's family, teammates, Terps fans, and students in Maryland, they want justice for McNair. And they're protesting against Durkin, that is, who's been reinstated, which is a really bad decision. And unfortunately, DJ Durkin is going to be among one of the most hated coaches in college football history. Despite this toxic culture, well, the report said that there was no toxic culture, but I can simply tell you this as of right now, that is, that DJ, that my honest opinion, DJ Durkin should have been released. And I'm sick to death of it. Hell, I mean, you can ask Durkin, you can ask McNair's family members about this, his teammates. You can ask his peers, his fans out there, his friends, his colleagues. You can ask his teammates. You can ask the Terps fans, the students in there, the student body. They're sick to death. They want justice for sure. For McNair. And you're gonna look. Listen, guys. If you had a kid, if a parent had a kid that is, who obviously did not feel safe, despite the fact that he's playing for a certain football team, who's basically had a little bit of a toxic culture and didn't feel like a safe environment, you would have no choice but to release that certain football coach. The same thing could have happened to DJ Durkin. It could have happened right there. Because college football, because the Maryland college football, it's an unsafe working environment, and I don't know exactly if neither of these Maryland college football players are going to be showing up when Maryland football, they take on Michigan State. So the question you're going to ask yourself exactly, will the Maryland football show up on Michigan State or not? Because, well, DJ Durkin had a bit of a bad reception, and I guess let me tell you this right now, that DJ Durkin should have been released. This is the worst case scenario for not just college, not for the NCAA, but college football itself, Maryland football, that is. And honestly, they're in disarray. Many fans, those Terps fans and all the other fans, are disarray about this for sure. So this case won't resolve anytime soon. Now Wallace Lowe, that is, who's the president of the Board of Regents, he's also considering retiring. That's what he said yesterday. So I'm not sure how this all plays out, though, but I can tell you right now that the Board of Regents and the president made a fatal mistake by bringing back DJ Durkin, which is a very terrible mistake. And this is the kind of cancer that Maryland's had to deal with for the past couple of months. Ever since Jordan McNair died of a heat stroke and collapsed during workouts. And this is something that many fans are those Terps fans, whatever they are, and well as other fans, they're in disarray about. So they will not stop until college football, so Maryland football team, so Jordan McNair's teammates, family members, fans, they are not going to stop. The student body, they will not stop until justice is served when they release DJ Durkin. And honestly, this is upsetting, it's disturbing, and they're not taking, and some of these Maryland football players are not taking Khalil on this. They want DJ Durkin out of Maryland for good. Do they do that? No. Look, this is honestly a bad look for Maryland football, but for the entire university itself. So Maryland, I don't know how they're gonna recover from this, and I don't know what lies ahead of Maryland football. But I can say this right now: no one feels safe because some of these Maryland football players, they would rather they're considering to transfer, and I don't know what's gonna happen by on Saturday, next week, and obviously I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's got to be done. DJ Durkin should have been released. That's my opinion right there. The Board of Regents didn't do that, and I'm ashamed that this tragedy had to happen. This is just pathetic. This is a pathetic excuse. I mean, the fact that Rick Court was the one that was elected responsible for this heinous stuff. He was responsible for throwing weights and throwing food and throwing all this other stuff and tossing players around. It's unacceptable. And the fact that the medical staff at Maryland football, they did not give Joe Minette the proper care. They didn't do so. This is a shame that some of these college football players had to go through this. And I don't know exactly what sort of legal action is going to be taken, but I can say this right now: that DJ Durkin, look, Matt Canada, he was better. Maryland football, they were better with Matt Canada. But DJ Durkin being back, not good. Just not good. That's really just. So I hope something's gonna be done. And I hope that DJ Durkin is removed from the premises by being released for sure. And I can tell you this right now, that something's got to be done. And this needs to and DJ Durkin needs to dissolve from Maryland football as we speak as coach. And I'm gonna discuss that they did not do the right thing. It's a fatal mistake. A fatal mistake. It's depressing. It really is. So hopefully something's gonna be done about that. Hopefully something's gonna be done. Another time I want to talk about is the fact that the Patriots and Packers matchup, we're gonna see Aaron Rodgers take on Tom Brady. Battle of the GOATs. So really, who do you think is gonna win this one? Packers or Patriots? Let me know in the comment section. That's on Sunday night, that is, by the way. So I'll keep you posted on that, and I'll keep up to date. And it's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be an incredible match. It's gonna be nothing more but a Super Bowl title match, and it's gonna be really good. And it won't disappoint. I'll tell you that right now. That's going to do it for the Halloween edition of the Khalil the Halloween Sports Award, both YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you send me comments, you actually tweet your thoughts about the college football playoff rankings. Do you think they're right, or do you think they got them wrong? That is, let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you think of DRC Dominique Rodgers Cromartie retiring, that is, from the NFL. Tell me some of your comments, your tweets, your reaction, your thoughts about, well, let's see. I know it's Happy Halloween, all right. Tell me your comments, your tweets, your reaction about the NFL trades. About tell me your comments, your reaction, your thoughts about FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 going to be in China. Tell me what you think of Lauletta being arrested, that is, and on the released for sure. And tell me what you think of, and tell me on the comment section if you think that DJ Durkin should have been released by yesterday. Let me know on that, and tell me who you think is going to win this Sunday page with the winning edge, and who you think is going to, go all the way. It's going to be pretty good. So I'll be back with more live updates, breaking news, trending topics, developing stories along the way, and I'll keep you posted live up to date on that, though. It's going to be pretty good, all pertaining to the sports world. So I'll keep you up to date on that. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening, and happy Halloween, everybody. So stay safe out there, everybody. Take care, guys. I'm bye. Sugar treating everybody. You have a good one.